Welcome back, everyone. Storm here.
Tom here.
I'm so happy Tom is visiting from Florida. You're on the sofa.
No way.
Oh my goodness.
It does exist.
It does exist, yeah. So we were watching Invincible, episode 3 of season 2, and we are worried about Levy because he is very hateful. He's mutated. He's going after other marks and Omni-Mans and torturing them, it seems like. He's extremely powerful, as we already know, and I think we've only seen a little glimpse of what he can do.
He's got too much to think about with that big brain of his.
Yes. So shall we get into this episode?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Baby bird out of the nest.
It's a good thing I can already fly. You can be okay, right? You know I can be home in like 5 minutes if you need me.
I'll be fine. Anger is a part of it. Part of the grieving.
Yeah, I know.
My baby boy. My...
Okay.
Typical mom.
I love you,
Yeah.
Mom.
And don't do drugs.
Would they even...
Can you imagine him? I know, that's
You
true.
do not need to find out.
Like Captain America.
Yeah, you
Come
can
home for
drink and
dinner on
nothing
Sunday.
happens.
You would hope. Can you imagine if it did? Like, that would be bad. You can't control him. Hold my beer! Aw, poor Debbie.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, no.
awkward.
Sorry. No last names, Debbie. But Olga told me about you. I've been expecting your call.
Seance
No
dog.
last names?
Really?
I don't know. I don't like that.
12.
Does that look crooked to you?
Help me out here, Mark. You already have a girlfriend and you're a superhero. I, on the other hand, am single and have no superpowers, and thus actually have to attempt a game. This isn't helping.
Maybe it'll just make you look better by comparison.
You serious about that? Magnum Pi instead of PI?
Toys.
They're collectibles.
That's so funny. He has that character at the top. I had a bunch of toys, collectibles, in a box leaving college, and someone took it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I didn't know that till I got home because I had so many boxes. I was so sad
That is pretty sad.
because I had a lot of nice collectibles in there.
Aw.
No, it's cool stuff.
He could have flown back home. Would have taken him 5
I
minutes.
know.
Sorry,
Yeah.
buddy. I don't know what I was thinking.
Aw.
Like right now?
I'm faster than a speeding bullet.
Okay. Yeah.
Super sperm or something. Do you?
See?
It's not, I mean...
I don't know.
It seems normal. Not that I would... I think
It's not that I do anything.
Turn off the lights first.
How'd you do that?
superpowers, baby.
Don't call me baby. A peaceful,
know,
thriving
Ba.
world. The Unopans had achieved harmony with nature and technology.
Oh!
Biding their time for decades, they waited for a moment of weakness.
And rebelled.
The Ultramite campaign has become the scourge of the galaxy. And we stand
His voice sounds
united
familiar.
against it.
Yeah. Sounds like Optimus
We are
Prime.
currently devising a weapon to stop them. If you wish to help, we would be happy to join your coalition.
Oh, Alan
He
the
was the
alien.
first and only success. From the day he was born, Alan was trained to be the greatest fighter the universe had ever known. Even before adulthood, an opponent could not be found who didn't fall to his might.
Alan!
This was Invincible?
The alien! It's a fun introduction.
A Viltrumite lives among his people?
Yeah, I did, but it turns out he's a Viltrumite too. His name is Mark, and he's only half Viltrumite.
He's a
I
lion.
know, it sounds bad, but he is not like them.
You have done well, Alan, and given us much to discuss. Alan, you continue to prove yourself the Coalition's most valuable asset.
Thank you, sir. If there's a mole, I'll find them.
I unfortunately immediately don't trust him. I feel like, are you the mole?
Throwing him off by telling him all that?
Yeah.
Possible.
Probably not.
Waiting for him to get attacked next.
There's Kitty with
Double
two buttholes.
Did you miss me? 10
Oh.
times that amount. Maybe more even.
It's her.
Oh, let's see if that's true.
Oh, maybe it is her. Oh my god.
Well,
Let's go see the alien kitty with two buttholes.
aha! Here we find the Unopan feline. Perhaps unsurprisingly, he has one large eye in the center of his head. But that doesn't stop him from having
One large eye.
of household adventures.
Ew.
Matus thinks there's a mole, and I am supposed to.
Whoa, they made me jump. Holy crap. Whoa. Was that Omni-Man? I saw a flash of white and red. Oh, white.
The Viltrumite.
Shoot.
Are you certain he sired an heir? Are you certain he abandoned his post?
Who told you that? I mean it. I'd really like to know.
Yeah, but they're gonna kill him, then they're gonna go after the people there. No way, is he gonna
They're
just
gonna
die
kill him
here?
anyway. Once they get the information, they're just gonna kill him.
Well, this is a depressing story. They're just gonna kill him?
Well, if they wanted to kill him, they could have just killed him.
Oh, gross!
Okay,
Oh, this
now
is terrible! Wow, he was really good. He didn't say anything. It's terrible. So they have his bodies?
To come here, attack Alan at home. The Viltrumites must know we've discovered something. Something that scares them.
And we will exploit it. You should get some rest. Go. I will watch over him.
I'm a little worried.
Everybody's suspicious now.
I know. Look at her. Look at his face. Oh, he's gonna do something. See? I was right. I was right. Oh, no. And no one else is gonna hear this?
The alarms are going off. They should.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Alan.
Crap.
Oh, jeez, it ends right there.
See? So he must have... Oh. That someone was having sex again, but hey, that was last episode for her.
Come on. Two more.
It's great to have yourself to motivate you.
Your own spotter.
Yeah.
Seriously? And even if that was true,
He cheated
you were
on...
cheating on Eve with me first.
Yeah.
Okay, but that worked out in your favor.
He's so annoying.
Unbelievable.
And you're gross. The Immortal's like 2,000 years old, you know. Please, fuck the fuck off already.
It's not your gym, dickbag.
I know, you're doing it
Knock
here.
my teeth out again?
Don't be a jerk, Rex. Well, this has been about as much fun as eating a light bulb. Is that your brain?
Because he was a robot, he gets an angular brain, like a
yes.
pointy brain.
Fear is an extraneous emotion that serves no real purpose for someone like me.
I strongly disagree.
I
but
agree with her.
I guess you'll find out the hard way. Have fun next time you fall off a cliff or something.
We no fear.
Yeah, I think he needs fear.
Sure, Rudy. I'll go to a movie with you.
Oh, he's trying to be brave.
Carol? Hi, you must be Debbie. I am so sorry about the other day. My 3-month-old has the worst colic right now. Oh, I remember. My son, he was such a fussy baby.
You can still say I miss
Sure.
you.
I could use a drink.
It's kind of a dive.
The best ones are.
I'm afraid
Yeah,
there's
they
some-
can be. I know, I'm always so sus.
I've watched films, but no, I've never.
Someone could be there trying to
attended
exploit the depressed spouses, you know?
one. I
Yep.
had more important things to do, and I wouldn't have fit before.
Someday you'll have to tell me all about your childhood.
We're already seeing a horror movie tonight.
I don't want
Sucks.
to scare you more.
It's not mine. You'd be surprised what people will do for $10.
Oh, wow. I thought they recognized her.
This is your first movie. What other normal stuff haven't you done?
Morning.
Alana?
Oh,
You mean...
Yeah. She was the green ghost. Guess I just broke rule number 1 of SOS. Not that it matters now, since she got murdered by that alien psychopath.
crap.
Didn't know she had a partner.
So he
I used to
knows
fight
then.
about that.
So he's
She wanted to
vengeful,
protect me.
right?
Yeah, but he might not know who she is.
I
yet.
don't know. I feel like it's sus.
Coming, Ambers. It's not Amber. We made plans for tomorrow night.
I'm
I
scared.
bet you did. Mark Grayson?
What the? Uh-oh. People are gonna find out.
Mark! I come with an important...
Sandstalk isn't real.
He's a comic book character. In your dimension, yes. But there exists myriad other worlds where dogs
Oh, that's
and
so cool,
magic
he's
are
real.
as real as the
Nice.
air you breathe.
We have dogs. Dogs are real. Who are you, and what do you want?
My people sent me to plead for your help.
Thraxa?
It's a couple galaxies away, give or take. I mean, not very far. It go... It doesn't matter.
And you're too busy?
How do you get there so fast?
Bug people are in danger.
All of them.
There's a chance to save lives. Billions of them.
And this is an order. Do not go.
Hey, he's not gonna listen.
I need to listen to myself before I listen to you.
Your father felt the same way.
Mark?
I have to go away for a few weeks. To space again.
Like, right now?
A lot of people are gonna die if I don't. I'm sorry, but
No,
I...
stop. Don't apologize. Never apologize for saving lives. This is the deal, and I'm good with it. Go.
See, she's so understanding.
Thanks.
It's a hard life, but she's awesome for getting it.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
Aww. Oh, hopefully she got it. Did she? Oh no. Did she hear it? Let's see. We will not know.
We'll never know.
Gone.
Crap, he's gonna figure it out.
He's gone. Because
Don't say it.
he murdered Alana and the other guardians and almost killed my son, too.
Your husband.
Crap, so he didn't know.
Your husband's Omni-Man.
I thought
Oh
he
no,
was
I don't like
Roland
this.
Grayson, but that wasn't true. The last 20 years of my life have been a lie.
I'm so
I wish
scared.
he was dead. I wish I could grieve and move on, but I can't. I can't.
I wish he was dead too. But not for your sake. You shouldn't come back to the group. Wouldn't be a safe space with you there.
I didn't know. I didn't know who he was.
Oh
You should
god,
have.
that's tough.
He's got no one else to take it out on, so
I know.
she better be careful.
Oh, this sucks. She actually found a good group, but now she can't even talk to anybody.
Oh, she broke the rules, though.
Yeah, he did too.
That's why.
Wait, what exactly about this planet needs saving?
Meteors, he said?
Meteors? Meteors? What meteors?
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
The ones that are killing billions?
Oh, yeah. Those meteors.
Oh,
You know,
crap.
must be a touch of dementia.
Watch it, Beast. I hope not. I have an idea.
Oh, son.
It is him! What? What?
Uh-oh.
Alright, first of all, do you believe it? Because they shapeshift, don't they?
I don't know. I mean,
They shapeshift.
he had to go somewhere, though, too.
And he said, and that guy said he wanted to be something that was recognizable and friendly to him. So he was that dog, that superhero dog.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe he's doing something because he was too like, namaste, I've learned. I mean, like, how old is his dad now? Like thousands of years or whatever. So for him to always be committed to be like, I'm going to murder everyone on Earth unless they, you know, are like, they fall into place and they're my slaves or whatever because they're beneath me. For him to be like, namaste, I'm pure and like enlightened by stuff, and I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
something does seem a little off, but at the same time, it could be because, I mean, he had to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And how do these people know what he looks like?
Well,
I
he
mean,
did see the dog poster and probably just did that.
Yeah, but the guy, the bug that went to get Mark might have done a little research when he got there and saw the poster, saw the action figure, and figured that's something that he was familiar with.
Yeah.
So,
but the biggest thing is Omni-Man murdered so many people on Earth, so he was the biggest threat to the planet, so they probably did a little research there too and then found him. Like found what he looks like, sounds like, stuff like that. So I'm thinking that it's not him, but I did want to see Omni-Man back in this season, like the one from this universe. So I'm kind of hoping it is him, but he scares the living crap out of me because of what he did last season.
Could do, yeah.
And the fact that he lived among humans for so long. He got married to one, and we know he does love Debbie, even though he's in denial and says she's like a pet. Maybe he does really feel like that, but I do feel like there's more there, and he loves his son, and he flew away and didn't kill his son. That I want him to change his ways and be better for it, but he was committed most of his extremely long life to murder all these people and still believe the old Viltrumite way. That I'm like, I just don't see him changing this fast in such a short amount of time.
Don't forget these bug people, their lives are a lot shorter, so you know he's had to do things a lot quicker here. So I mean, who knows how many generations have already taken place in 1 year or however long it's been since he's been gone. How many generations of this new planet have gone through already? Yeah. So he could have taken them over really quickly, and they could have built up, and then because I don't deny that the I can't pronounce his name, but the creature. Oh,
I wrote his name just so I could Nualzalt. I could have probably said it wrong too, but that's what I wrote it as, Nualzalt.
Anyways, when he got there, when he got back to his planet, he said that they age quicker than humans do. So I'm thinking that generations have gone by. So I think it's possible that it could be him. Not saying that he's going to be a friendly person, but maybe he's trying to put on a show to say that he's changed or something.
Yeah. What's interesting about that race too, the bug race from, what was it, Tharax, but he seemed really like Zen, like very...
a little too nice.
Yeah, like he's
chill.
on something, and he's just very mellow, and so his whole race, like sometimes the animation, like I do enjoy it, but sometimes it's like restricted and it very still, like you don't have any movement going on. So when Mark first arrived at this planet and you have all of the bug people there and everyone's like not really moving, and just also very like chill and like, oh wow.
You're not scared or happy or
there's no like extreme emotions. I mean, maybe it's just their culture, but I'm overthinking like, oh well, maybe there's something. Maybe they can do stuff to people to make them calmer. Or maybe they have some kind of chemical inside them that like they're all just really chill anyways, and maybe they did that to Omni-Man to make him really chill too. I don't know. Overthinking it. Or Omni-Man completely took them over and they're kind of naive and like, oh, he is the best.
I mean,
he's there for us, so.
Well, didn't Omni-Man say in season 1 like he didn't want to kill people? They just just gave in to him, and there wouldn't be any killing.
He wanted to be the god and take over the whole planet.
If these creatures just gave in to him, they're like, okay, then it could have been a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, like he's the supreme ruler of everything. And
right, you give me everything I want, and then there'd be no issues. Because
Nolan did say that, and here, like, because he still thought they were insects, and if, say, like, he did take over Earth, and he was the ultimate supreme leader, and we even heard that in a different dimension in this season, where you had Mark saying, if you do what we ask, everything will be fine, Yeah. But then if something happens, say, like, they don't do something right, like you have an older person who's weak or something, like, oh well, you're useless now, so I'm just going to kill you. So it's going to be a very terrifying rule, so maybe he did take over that planet because of what you said.
It could go either way, I think, at this point.
Yeah, and the way that maybe it was more for us, where Omni-Man's like, or Nolan's like, son, hi son, or something, like welcoming like this, like, oh, I'm open to you. So maybe that was more for us to make him feel like,
or maybe he wants to see how Mark's gonna respond to him. Yeah. Yeah. But what do you think about Alan?
I'm still in shock. Like, I thought Alan was an interesting character last season. I love that he's played by Seth Rogen, and I do appreciate seeing more about him, and I was actually getting kind of excited because I wanted more for his character, and just to be reminded that Viltrumites will stop at nothing. If you cross them, they're just going to kill you. And I was impressed because I know they have their own ideals where maybe they just don't bother with people. That's not part of their agenda. But the fact that they just killed Alan, and because he wouldn't give away any secrets, and left all those other people there, but then again, maybe that's good for them because it's a good reminder to be like, tell everyone else what you saw here today and don't cross this kind of thing. So they need people to rule. So that's probably why they left him alone.
Do you actually think he's actually dead? I mean,
I think he is now. And what was his name? Thetis or something? Thetis? Thetis. I kind of assumed, I just jump into it. I didn't know, but I was thinking, because he was the one telling Alan, oh, we might have a spy, a mole in our group. Can you find them out? And then he's like, this is why, like, he was encouraging him and saying really positive things to him that I'm like, oh, I feel like he's manipulating you to be like, you're such a good boy. Like, go do this for me.
Like throwing him off kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which he was. I mean, in order to stay in power, if people know your true, what you really want to do with your power, then they might vote you out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if he still gives them what they want, but underneath does what he needs to do or what he feels he needs to do, he can stay in power and get it done.
Yeah.
So he has to give people hope, but at the same time take away that hope.
Yeah. So I think Thetis, he's a very complicated character. I think he wants to do the right thing by his people and the universe, but he is siding with the Viltrumites because he thinks he has to. So he's being the bad guy or the mediator in his own way of justifying things to kind of protect everyone else. So I think maybe that's what his role is going to be. But, because he did feel bad about killing Alan, but holy crap, to go that far, to portray someone.
I don't think he's dead yet because he lowered everything and he was starting to go, but he didn't flatline, right?
Well, as far as we can tell with the alien technology, that the alarms were going off, so maybe he was low. I mean, I thought he was dead in space. His eye popped out, like his arm was ripped off.
His chest.
The fact that, there's so much we don't know of the whole universe and all these different races.
Different species, different anatomy. So, they might be able to live with their arm cut off, or
maybe they can regrow it.
There might not be any vital organs in the center of their chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think he's fully gone. Mm-hmm. Because I'm hoping that the next time we go back to their planet, that maybe she walks back in, sees it, and then plugs him back in or something.
Hopefully, and since he's like the savior of many planets, like he's the only one of his species that's like this, and he's able to actually fight back with fight against the Viltrumites. Like, that's a huge thing. So the fact that no one else is there watching him to make sure he's okay is kind of shocking. I don't care if Thetis is there.
But you
think they'd have like a group of people, at least like a small group of people watching him,
like military or something around him,
military or like a nurse or something to always like occupied. I don't know. He's just too
that's
important.
What I mean, because like usually when alarms going off, people are rushing in to see what's going on.
Yeah, but Thetis has a lot of control. He's the leader, right? So of this whole thing. So he's probably telling people to go off.
She just left the room, so I'm hoping that his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I
actually felt bad for her because you're right. Like I thought she might have been the spy
I thought
too.
She was.
When you said that,
but she might have been part of it too. I don't know. But
things get complicated. But I really do like Alan's character a lot more now because first of all, I love Seth Rogen, but as just a character, I think he's a very good-hearted guy. Like, he's not selfish. He doesn't like to gloat about his powers. Like, he does have fun, it seems like, but he does really care about his girlfriend. He cares about his home, and he would not give away any secrets. Like, that was huge. And the fact that he would defend Mark so openly, like, they had a good, long conversation, but that was it. And for him to really trust Mark and hope that things are different with him, that he could possibly help out, I think was really big of him to do that. It's a risk, but I think that was very awesome to see. Like, he was really defending him. And the fact that Thetis was so against it and making everyone fearful and everyone was, like, shutting that idea down also made me kind of suspicious once, like, right after that, he went up to Alan and is like, hey, I think there's a mole.
See, Alan's trying to give the people hope.
Yeah.
Because there is hope, with Mark. Mm-hmm. But everybody on the council, they've seen the opposite of that. They know what hope is not like.
Yeah.
And they're just fearful, especially if we're getting another Viltrumite, that who's to say he's just, he's not going to turn out like the rest of them.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I mean, you got to be skeptical, too. I mean, not knowing, you're taking one man's brief encounter with somebody and you're going, you're basing your whole, future on that. And there's going to be skeptical people about it.
Yeah. In college life, like, I really feel bad for Mark because we do see that a lot with superheroes, especially when you're so young.
You can't live
a normal life. You can't. And here he's really trying, and his mom's really trying to be supportive and have him go to college, and now he's going to be gone for a month. He just met his dad. Like, that's like a perfect amount of time. A month is like, if everything goes perfectly.
What worries me, too, is that, his mother doesn't know that he's gone yet. And now she's potentially in trouble because I'm sure the other spouses, who've had entanglements with Omni-Man, with their spouses, they might want to try to get revenge on her because that's the closest thing they can get to that family who caused them so much grief.
Yeah.
So I'm a little worried about her right now.
I feel like Alana's husband now is going to really stir up the rest of the group.
He's really mad.
Yes, and I don't blame him, and I feel so bad, but it's not her fault in the fact that, I mean, holy crap, like, look how good of... I mean, he tricked everyone. Nolan tricked everyone, even the Immortal, like, all of that group. Like, it's not like just going to work and being in a cubicle and or whatever. Like, you get to know people when you work closely with them. But when you're a superhero, like, you're risking your life. You're, like a soldier, you're going out, you're risking your life all the time. You're in these extreme dangerous situations. Like, you really get to truly know someone in those situations, I would think. And Omni-Man just knew how to play it where he just justified, like, oh, I got to do this until the timing's right so I could take over everything. So, wow, like that's really shocking, So I don't blame Debbie. Like, she had no clue. It's not like she was stupid. He was a very good actor.
Yeah.
And a whole lot older than her. So he knew how to do it.
And, he's been doing it for a long time. So this isn't his first rodeo. Mm-hmm. But, I mean... I forget the lady's name who was in charge of the group, but she told her, there are some ground rules. You just use your first names. You don't go into any identities and stuff like that. And she broke that rule, and now it's going to cause her trouble. Mm-hmm. There was a reason why.
Well, he did it first. The husband, he was like, "Oh, Alana," and when he said that, that's what triggered me. Where I was like, "Oh God, he's saying that because he knows who she is."
I don't think he knew fully, but
now I believe he did.
I think he might have been trying to look. For it,
Yeah, and I was so happy for Debbie because even though she had Olga, I'm like, she really needs a lot of help. Like, I can't imagine going through a trauma like that, and I was so happy she found this group. And I'm like, right away when she was invited out, I mean, I think that's nice, and I get, like, with her...
Or she shouldn't have the first day.
Yeah, and I get, like, her obsessing over her phone, like, because she misses her son so much. And I know that was more for us when she was writing I Miss You and then deleted it. It was showing that she's letting that go, letting him live his college life. I mean, she's going to talk to him.
But, I mean, it's the first day. She should have been... She's a mom,
starting over kind of
Most
thing.
moms probably would have texted him on the first day and be like, I miss you.
I miss you. And there's nothing wrong. She should have sent that anyways. But it was showing us that...
It's a mother thing to do. No one's going to hold it against her for doing it.
I know. So I think it was more for us to be like, okay, well, I'm not going to dwell in the negative part of my life. I'm going to move on. Now, she wants to not cling to Mark. I wasn't saying that was negative. I mean negative as in her husband. But she wanted to show, like, or that was for us to see, like, okay, I'm going to have a fun night. I'm going to be independent and reset and move on from my husband. But, yeah, so it's really sad. I don't think she'll be welcomed at that group. I think he was serious. He was very upset at that moment.
Well, he might keep that information to himself so that he can have something to... this is going to be my revenge kind of thing.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't.
If he tells everybody, then, for one, they might kick him out of the group for divulging information that he shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And two, it's, he would have to share his revenge with all the other people who've had encounters with Omni-Man, who are angry as well.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to keep it to himself because he wants that revenge for himself. So I think that he's going to be trouble for her later.
Yeah.
Which, I'm worried about it because... especially since Mark is off-world at the moment. Mm-hmm. We don't know how long that's going to happen now with what's going on up there.
Yeah.
So,
I can't wait to see the next episode now because I'm like, what the hell?
That's the last episode for who knows how long.
Yeah. Yeah, because we have one episode left and then there's a break. And it's all rumors right now, I believe. So we don't even know when the last, I guess, 4 episodes are going to premiere. But hopefully sometime in the next few months. So anywho, even though Nolan is really scary, I am kind of glad to see him back in the picture because I started to worry that we weren't going to see him this season. And I do like this season so far. The first season I definitely liked better. This episode alone I liked the best this season because, I don't know, the character development, things were moving along more. And we keep getting introduced to other people where it was just too much. Where I'm like, okay, what's the main focus? Like everyone's grieving about what happened last time. And
it's still recovering.
But now
from
I feel like
season.
I feel like we're kind of starting to pick up into a good story. But I do like Alan. I hope he's not dead.
I hope so.
I want to know what's going on with Nolan. What he did to this planet.
Guess we'll have to find out soon.
The supreme leader there. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Can't wait to see what you have to say about this episode. And we'll see you very soon as always. Bye guys.
Bye. Toodaloo.